Hey guys, welcome to this week's Learning with Cappy. This time I know I am going to keep going on about it, but we are going to be talking once again about grammar. Now this time it is less of a rant and actually going to try and help, because so many people, including myself when I was younger, have problems with this, and I actually want to try and explain so that you don't have any trouble. One of the things that people seem to most commonly get confused is when to use a and when to use an. This can quite easily be solved by just saying the sentence or phrase or whatever out loud and seeing which one sounds right. But just to make sure, let's go over the definitions. You use an when it is followed by a vowel sound, and you use a when it is not. And you need to remember that where you're from, your specific accent can have an impact on which of these is used. For example, in Britain, we pronounce herb with an audible H. However, in the USA, it is common to treat the H as silent. This is most likely a carry-on from the word's origins from the French and Latin, where the H was indeed silent up until the 19th century. But this difference means that the phrase, when I say it, would be a herbalist, but if you want to say it in American English, it would be an herbalist. A phrase that has very, very often made me stumble when reading novels by American authors. There was one book I read where a herbalist was one of the main characters, and they were more often than not referred to as a herbalist than their actual name. So it probably came up like 500 times in one book, and it was so difficult because it ruined the flow of the sentence, because every time I got to it I had to think, okay, I have to either pretend that I'm reading this in an American accent or that they've used the other word every single time, and it never got any easier. But the most important thing to remember for the rule that it is the sound, not the actual letter. For example, the word honour begins with a consonant, but we pronounce it with an O at the beginning, so the correct phrase would be an honour. But that is it for this week's episode. Let me know in the comments below if there is anything else similar to this that you've found, and like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.